Welcome to Godly Play Worship today. I'm so glad you're here with me. Let's light the Christ candle. The Christ candle reminds us that Jesus is with us as we worship today. Let's begin today with a song of praise. For this song, you're going to need to know a few signs. One is Father, and Jesus, and Spirit. I think you can do those. Are you ready? Father, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Jesus, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Spirit, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. It's always nice to sing with you. Today, we are on the 6th Sunday. Let me move my calendar. The 6th Sunday of the season of Easter. That means we have only one Sunday left before something is going to happen. That's really hot. I wonder what's coming up. Today's story will sound familiar. Part of the story is the same as the one I told you in our last session, but the ending of the story is different. So you'll want to pay attention and be listening for what is new in this story. Now we can get our bodies ready for the story. Sometimes I like to get my body ready like this. I like to fold my legs and put my hands on my knees. And I say tick, tock, like a clock, till I find my center. And when I find my center, I can sit up tall and keep my body in one place so that my heart and my mind can listen all the way. Let's sing Be Still. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. This is the Sea of Galilee. After God raised Jesus from the dead, Jesus' disciples returned to Galilee, where Jesus told them to meet him. One evening, some of them had gone fishing. They fished all night, but they could catch nothing. Just after daybreak, they saw someone on the beach. They couldn't tell who it was. He called to them, "Have you caught any fish?" "No," they answered. "Cast your net to the other side of the boat. Then you'll find some." So they did, and now there were so many fish that they could hardly pull the net in. Suddenly someone said, "It's Jesus!" And Peter jumped right into the water and swam to shore. The others came in the boat, dragging the net behind them. When they came ashore, they saw a charcoal fire with fish and bread on it. The disciples realized this was really Jesus. Then Jesus took the bread and gave it to them, and also the fish. When they had finished eating, Jesus spoke to Peter. Jesus said, "Peter, do you love me more than these?" Peter answered, "Yes, you know I love you." "Feed my lambs, Peter." A second time, Jesus asked, "Peter, do you love me?" Peter said, "Yes, you know I love you." Jesus said, "Tend my sheep." A third time, Jesus asked, "Peter, do you love me?" Peter was very sad because Jesus asked him a third time. Peter replied, "You know everything. You know that I love you." Jesus said to Peter, "Feed my sheep." Then Jesus said, "Peter, follow me." I wonder what kind of work you are going to do this week that shows how you feel about this story. I know that I feel like Peter a lot. I know that I love Jesus, but I'm not always sure what to do to show that I love him. And sometimes I'm confused about what Jesus is asking of me. How could I feed Jesus' sheep? That seems very strange. There's a psalm in this wonderful book. It says, "From the time I wake up, I talk to you. You listen to me and protect me. You know that I love you." That's what Peter said in the story today too. He said to Jesus, "You know that I love you." In this psalm it says, "From the time I wake up, I talk to you, God." I wonder if that is part of showing Jesus how we love him, by talking to him and sharing our heart with him so that we can follow where Jesus leads. Sometimes we think we need to know all of the answers to follow Jesus. But actually, I think we need to have all of the questions. When we ask questions, we open our heart up to let God lead us and show us the way. This week, I hope that you're asking lots of questions. Questions about God's world and questions about what God wants you to do in it. I know that Jesus will be there to lead you along the way. Let's sing the song that we sang at the beginning. It's a song that talks about loving and adoring God, and it reminds me of the story today, of how Peter learned to follow Jesus. Let's sing it together. Father, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Jesus, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Spirit, I adore you. Lay my life before you. How I love you. Let's change the light. You can see that our light is in front of the same picture as our last session. There are the disciples in the boat. And there is Jesus on the shore, waving at us and ready to show us the way. Now the light that was in this one time and this one place can be in every time and every place, even in your homes and even in your hearts. May the peace of Christ be with you today and always. I'll see you next time.